What's going on, sartorialist? Welcome back to The Wholesystyle. If you're new here, my name is Barry Ramirez. Welcome to the channel and thank you sincerely for watching. Today we are going to be discussing one of my latest fall pickups. I'm talking about my mid-gray flannel suit from Natalino. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of the things that I really liked about the suit and also about purchasing from Natalino and some of the things that I didn't. So you can make the most informed choice for yourself, whether you want to pick up your own mid-gray flannel suit from Natalino. And with that said, let's get into it. So I should begin by saying that technically speaking, Natalino does not sell suits as such. Rather, you have to purchase their sport coats and trousers as matching separates, which is precisely what I did. So I purchased their mid-gray flannel sport coat in size 50, which is roughly equivalent to US size 40 for $430, and their matching trousers in size 52L, which is roughly equivalent to US size 35, and I purchased those for $175. And I have to say that I was hesitant to purchase their matching trousers. This is for both practical and stylistic reasons. So I had just recently purchased a pair of custom-made mid-gray flannel trousers from Collar, so I really didn't need another pair. And also, Natalino's trousers have a single reverse pleat, which as far as trouser construction is concerned is my least favorite form. I really love trousers with double reverse pleats, and I can deal with double forward pleats, but single reverse pleats are just kind of meh. But nonetheless, because I really wanted a suit because I haven't had one in a long time, I decided to go ahead and purchase the trousers to go along with it. I figured $175 extra dollars. What's it to you? As for the shipping, Natalino uses DHL, so it cost $24 to ship and the package arrived in about 3 days. Although the shipping cost isn't too expensive and this would never actually deter me from purchasing from Natalino, I kind of feel like if you spend $600 at any company, they should likely just comp the shipping. To me, that just seems courteous, but perhaps that's just me. Now, because this is an honest review, I have to report that when I first received the package, I received a sport coat and pair of trousers that did not match. They were of different fabrics. And I have to say that this was very, very, very frustrating. I wanted to wear the sport coat with the trousers. I wanted them to be matching so I could wear them as a suit. As you might imagine, you spend $600 on a garment or garments in this case, and you have to wait a couple days for them to arrive. You really want them to be what it is that you ordered when you received them. However, I will say that I reached out to Natalino on Instagram, and their customer service team was very rapidly able to start the return process, and they even sent me a matching sport coat and trousers without double charging me, and the package arrived in a couple days. So I will say that they do have excellent customer service. But let's home in on some of the details of the sport coat and trousers. So both the sport coat and trousers are made out of 12 ounce or 340 gram VBC wool flannel. The sport coat features a half canvas construction with 4 1/4 inch lapels. It also has unpadded spalacamicia shoulders with a higher armhole for greater functionality. It also has a 3-to-2 button configuration. The trousers feature a high rise with single reverse pleats. They also have a button closure system with side adjusters and a coin pocket. As far as the legs go, there is a gentle taper and they are lined along the thigh. Now, as far as the fit of the suit is concerned, I would say that it fits good, but not necessarily perfect, which is to be expected from an off-the-rack suit. Now, the sport coat, its fit is roughly comparable to Spier's contemporary fit. That being said, I would say that it's a bit more roomy in the chest, and it seems like there is more width in the arms, which is better for functionality, moving your arms around, but also it gives the appearance of drape, which I just greatly, greatly love. It gives the sport coat a bit of character. It's not like some of the arms on Spier Mackay sport coats where they're just kind of immaculate tubes that don't have any real distinguishing characteristic about them. As far as the size of the sport coat goes, here again, I would say that it's good, but not necessarily perfect. The sport coat is slightly large large in the shoulders for me. You can tell this because even when I put my hands down at my side, there's still a very slight dimple in the shoulders. That being said, this might have something more to do with the fabric in this case because it is made of a softer flannel. I have a tweed sport coat from Natalino that is the exact same size 50, and there is no dimpling in the shoulders because that fabric is a bit heavier. It just holds a bit better. In addition, I would say that the sport coat came with arms that were a bit too long. I've since had these adjusted, taken to the tailor, and had them brought up about 3/4 of an inch so I could get a little bit more of my shirt sleeve popping out. Likewise, the trouser fit is significantly roomier than Spier's contemporary fit. Now, I personally have not had a lot of success with Spier Mackay's high-rise pleated trousers, and even in those instances where I've decided to size up, they always seem just a bit too slim for me, particularly in the thigh. But I didn't have that issue with the Natalino trousers. They're very roomy in the thigh and very comfortable. I decided to order the trousers in size 52L, which has a waist of 17.5 half waist or 35 inches full waist. So this is roughly comparable to my waist circumference. My waist circumference is 34 inches to 35 inches, depending on how in shape I am or am not. But I thought that the trousers would probably fit perfect at that size, but I was actually wrong. When I tried them on, they were just a bit too snug along the waist, so much so that they were uncomfortable. I kind of feared that when I would sit down with them that the button might pop off. So what I did is I took them to the tailor and had them let out 2 inches, so they currently have a waist circumference of 37 inches, which is a bit larger than I would like, but I figured that I could make up for that with the side adjusters. So going forward, I would likely size up. If I purchase another pair of trousers from Natalino, I'll get their size 54. Because the other issue that I have with these trousers is that they're just slightly too slim. Not that they're uncomfortable when I wear them, but because of their slimness, they tend to break along the knee when I'm standing up, just standing straight up. And I think that's because of the width of the leg. If it had just a little bit more width, I think that the trousers would drape a whole lot more cleanly and they would just have a better presentation. Now, I've worn this sport coat out a handful of times, typically with a button-down shirt, much like the one I'm wearing here, with a tie, or sometimes I've even worn it out with just a graphic t-shirt. And I've worn it out in a variety of temperatures with a variety of conditions. Typically the temperatures ranging from the low 40s to the mid 60s. And I will say that I haven't had any issue with getting too chilly, particularly when I was wearing the button down shirt with a tie, of course, because you have a little bit more layers. Now, when I wore the graphic t-shirt, I of course would get chilly, but that's to be expected. Generally, I would say that you could probably wear this suit out when it's cold without worrying about getting too chilly and without necessarily wearing any outerwear. So there you have it, sartorialists. That is my experience with Natalino and my review of their mid-gray flannel suit. If you enjoyed this content, hit that like button, smash subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be informed when I drop more videos on the Hulsey style. Until next time, guys.